Let me get a word in from Tarun Vijay as well. The Prime Minister says efficiency is the key. Ministers who haven't performed have been booted out. MS Gill, who was a Prime Ministerial appointee, has been shown the door. Do you believe the Prime Minister has been able to send out an effective message, or do you think he's just delivered another dud?
I think the Prime Minister has been very honestly and genuinely been able to give one message, that the government is suffering from political pneumonia. This is a government which is rudderless, and if you call this a kind of a cabinet reshuffle, then I think the reshuffle meaning in the Oxford Dictionary has to be changed. Except one or two faces, nice faces like, and they said that Dinesh Trivedi is here and Veerappa Moily is there. But is it really a reshuffle, and what kind of a message Prime Minister wanted to give? A Prime Minister who is not in control of governance, and I must say with all humility that Sonia Gandhi ji is playing with the future of India by taking it so lightly, the issue of governing India, a nation of more than a billion people. And is this kind of a governance that she thinks will do good to the Indian people and Indian society? Where a minister, a MOS, a small time MOS, whose name was never heard before, can defy the Prime Minister, and who's one of the general secretaries of the party, is making a mockery of the decisions taken by this government, by judiciary, by the police department, by the home department, and openly saying he becomes the chief justice of some kind of a political kangaroo court, saying Kalmadi is innocent and that is innocent.
You made that
so
case.
He's a Mr.
MJ,
Justice
the whole world was
party.
in a way looking at this reshuffle. They were looking for signs and signals of India putting governance back on track. From The Economist to the New York Times, everybody had their eyes out. What will be the takeaways there? What will be the headlines there? Has the government sent out a message internationally that we are serious about governance and administration?
No, I mean, how can the message be anything except that it has been a very limp exercise? I mean, an exercise which really can't be called a shuffle. It's, a little bit of a ruffle here and there, and, what was the real issue? The real issue, and when you talk governance, what do you mean? You mean essentially law and order for people. But more important, I think, than law and order at this moment for the people of India is the economic, drive. Has the Indian growth engine lost steam? I mean, that is what the real worry is. Where are the next jobs coming from? Where is the growth coming from? This, what about inflation? I'm sorry, we seem to be missing the biggest challenge before the government: inflation. So what has the government done in terms of changing the profile of its cabinet in order to tackle inflation, in order to tackle economic growth? That means the more economic reforms. I mean, was the arrival of Beni Prasad Verma going to suddenly give you a magic, economic reforms? No. There's been nothing has been addressed. I think, to be fair, the private sector will probably be pleased that the kind of high-profile, almost aggressive NGO approach of Jairam Ramesh, it will no longer be there in the Environment Ministry, and perhaps Jayanti will be more environment-friendly when it comes to business. But I really don't think that particular signal, which I know the Prime Minister did want to send, why he has not been able to do so defeats me. But there is one thing which he said which is important, which is that there will be no more reshuffles. Now, that is the kind of dead-end statement that no Prime Minister should have made. He should have learned from Narasimha Rao. Never close a door which can be left ajar.